Okay, I'm trying an experiment. It's something new. You know, one of my goals for this investigation, this 100 video investigation, is to not edit. So see what I can come up with without having to edit. So hi, happy Monday. So here's my attempt at that. So I wanted to say hi. And at the same time, I'm going to try that sneaky thing again, and I'm going to turn the camera. And while I'm chit chatting, because I want to show you some succulent arrangements that are in different states of affairs, just for fun. This is on my front porch. And so here's one that I redid probably a couple of months ago. And it's probably a year old, maybe 9 months old. But it's kind of undulating, and I like that. And I love the combination of these succulents, whatever they're called, whichever all their individuals are, just so good. And I'm just like winging it. I just got excited about succulents about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've just been winging it. And I do good with some, and others I don't, but that's okay. This one, I wanted to try something like monochromatic. So the succulents aren't necessarily very splashy, but I really like the pot. So I wanted the pot to shine. That was my thought. And then moving down here to the next shelf, this is a much older arrangement. This arrangement I did that's probably 2 years old. If that's been reworked, I probably reworked it about a year ago. So it's looking a little rangy, and if you're not quite sure what that means, I'm going to show you the next one and you're going to be able to tell it's not rangy. But like this one here, this guy, look at how long and skinny he is. And this is natural for succulents, for the back bottom leaves to dry up and fade away. Oops, I don't even know if you saw that. On it. Okay, I have to get used to, excuse me, I have to get used to looking at the camera and not the real thing. so I can see what you're seeing. But anyway, leggy. And so it needs to be reworked. It needs some TLC. It needs some grooming. It needs some, yeah, TLC. And that was kind of why when I was out here just looking at things and I thought, oh, yeah, let's talk about that today. How well are we doing? Because that's something I'm working on understanding in myself and getting better at. Self care, taking care of yourself, and understanding the difference, if there is one, between self care and maintenance, right? Self maintenance. But okay, so hold that thought. So check this one out. See how tight it is? See how everything's tight to the ground? And can you stand it? It's like this is a combination that happened. It happened by accident. So originally, this arrangement had three of these, one, two, three down the middle, and they weren't this spectacular. And the middle one died out, and so they both sat there for a while, and then I had these fall off of something else, and so I thought, well, I'll just pop them in here because there was some blank space, and then I had all this fall off, and whatever this stuff is called, and there was blank space, and I put it in there, and this is probably 4 or 5 months old from since I've completed putting everything in it, but oh, I can't stand it. It's so pretty. And just that all by itself. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Anyway, so okay, sorry. Okay, so that was a pit stop. So I was talking about self-care. Right, right, right. So um like what do you do for your self-care? I mean, I'm really curious because I was talking with a bunch of my coaching friends this morning, and we were talking about self care. And I thought, holy McGillicuddy, I'm not really even sure I completely have like cognitized that, if that's a word, what it means to me. What does self care mean to me? So I'm just curious, what does it mean to you? Right? Look at this cute little one. Woohoo! You know, there's something really fun, another aside, something really fun about the succulents. Whoops, here I am. Okay, look in the camera. So here, how the shapes of the succulents along with a square pot or with angled edge pot. Oof, I just think that's so cool, that juxtaposition. And here's another one. Same thing. This pot is just to die for gorgeous. Yeah, that guy needs help. I need to give him some food, some vitamins. Um, Here's an overgrown or an outgrown one, although all of its bottom leaves look good, so I'm not messing with them. Usually those would all be dying out and it would just be a trunk with dead leaves. But it's interesting. So that's really a great metaphor right there too for self-care. So what kind of self-care, what kind of maintenance are we doing for ourselves? How are we loving ourselves? How are we taking care of ourselves? How are we honoring ourselves? How are we valuing ourselves? Right? Just like our little prayer, are we valuing ourselves? How are we creating trust that we take that will be there to take care of ourselves? Yeah. Well, that's cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me talk that out because that just came really clear for me right now. That was an aha. How cool is that? Look at that fat guy. Can you see him? He is one peculiar looking succulent. And I really like another aside. Look at that pot too. How rustic it is. Just the juxtaposition of those two. Oof. I'm always looking for interesting pots to stick succulents in. And someday I will show you my whole succulent mania, but not today. I'm going to show you this this last arrangement, which is the one that we did. What's that been? A month ago? Probably a month ago. And you can see how it's not quite as many blooms as it was in the beginning, but still quite lovely. And the daisies actually putting on brand new little flowers. And there's still some flowers coming out over here of the primroses. And this primrose in the middle here, oh, he could use some grooming. This primrose here in the middle, he had a little struggle. You can see how he's kind of small, but look at how stout he is now. He's like growing up and going, yep, I got this. So that's what self care can do. And a little bit of extra grooming, a little bit of extra TLC. So, anyway, I'm going to stop gabbing. And anyway, how fun. I am so thrilled that I can like share all this little stuff with you guys. It's so awesome. I mean, that's one thing that's kind of nutty about us plant people is we just love to share our plants. Anyway, I hope you're having a fabulous day and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. And remember, love yourself, value yourself, honor yourself, and trust yourself because you are your gift to you, a divine spark. Anyway, love you. Big hugs from the garden. Bye.